Well, the big one could hit at any time. A massive earthquake could cripple emergency services and force all of us to fend for ourselves for days on end. But as KZI 9 News reporter Michael Severin shows us, you don't need to spend an arm and a leg to save a life and a limb, but there are some things that you want to keep on hand.
Experts with the Red Cross tell me it's best to have 2 to 3 weeks worth of supplies, but being prepared doesn't have to break the bank. Are you prepared for when the ground starts to shake, rattle, and roll? At the City of Eugene's Emergency Preparedness Fair, residents heard from disaster experts about what they need to do to stay safe when a disaster strikes. But how much are you willing to spend to be prepared?
I think it's important to be prepared regardless. What we've seen in the Pacific Northwest the last couple of years is that it's better to be prepared than not.
Many people tell me their biggest concern is not having the basics, food and water. The Red Cross says water should be the first item on everyone's list, 1 gallon per person per day for both drinking and sanitation. Local resident Chris Yantz tells me he's been stocking up for years, buying a little bit every time he goes shopping. He thinks he's spent $700 overall, but spreading out the costs have made it easier for him.
I don't want to be one of those people sort of waving at the helicopters, help us, help us. I just want to be able to have some food and water and be ready.
Yantz says all his emergency supplies are stored in a closet at home. For people with special dietary needs, preparing for the worst can be tough. Roseburg-based Northwest Fork sells vegan and kosher emergency foods, including soups, stews, and oatmeal. A 30-day supply will cost you $150. Zach Austin of Northwest Fork says it's hard to put a price on preparedness.
I think it depends on the person. I know some people back in Roseburg that have probably spent their life savings on preparing. But then again, some people are just comfortable enough having a food and water supply at their house.
Along with having an emergency pack with water, food, and first aid, the Red Cross recommends you also have a plan in place in case of emergency and practice it as much as possible. One thing experts at the Red Cross recommend is this, a solar-powered hand crank radio, and you can pick one up for $65. Reporting in Eugene, I'm Michael Severin, KZI 9 News.